Okay, buenas noches. Happy Tuesday, everyone. I'm excited. I missed y'all last week. Sorry we did not have a team call last week, but we are back, and I'm ready to just feed off of y'all's energy and pour out as much as I can, as much as possible. And all right, let's dive in. So we have some exciting things that are happening. I know, thanks Yvette, she is leading the secret coach, secret fellow teammate with FitLatinas, Secret Santa. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, we are slowly registering for Elfster so that we can do that gift exchange. I know it's something that I've been wanting to do, but that is not my strength, y'all. Planning and doing all that is definitely not my strength, but thank goodness for women like Yvette who are incredible at that. Okay, believe me, you don't want me to plan anything out. So thank you, Yvette, for organizing that and finding that tool, Elfster. That is awesome. Okay, to be more efficient. So let's run with that. And then also I want to congratulate, she's not on the line right now, but Miss Elise has officially, she went up the leadership ladder and she is now a business starter. She qualified for Success Club for the very first time last month, and she enrolled a coach, and she is well on her way to continue creating momentum for her business. She's a full-time teacher, and so I'm really excited about that. And I think she's also coming into town pretty soon, so we might be able to hang out for a bit. But other than that, also we have oh, and then she also earned the Cour de Force shirt. So she will be receiving her Cour de Force and be rocking it and showing it off. And she also finished Cour de Force. I know that a few of us are, or some of us have completed Cour de Force. I was just talking to Nancy that a lot of us are kind of playing catch up. I know in December it's the hardest to stay motivated. And here's my thing. Anytime you miss a workout, some people are crazy and they're going to double up. All right, I'm rooting for y'all. That is not me. Okay, so the best strategy, here's the thing. When you are doing a workout program, all right, when you are doing a workout program that's 30 days or 21 days or 60 days, the goal is to complete 60 days, but you can complete the 60 days in 65 days. Does that make sense? The goal is to complete the entire 60 days, but you don't have to complete it within those 60-day time frame. For example, I missed 3 workouts, so I just picked up right where I left off, and so now I'm, 3 days behind, right? That's what I recommend each and every time that you start a workout program. Finish it, see it from beginning to end, and then should you skip a workout or 2, don't worry about doubling up unless you take 2 or 3 scoops of Energize and you have energy to burn, and so feel free to dive all in. All right, that's what I have for y'all today. In regards to the programs, the same challenge packs are on sale, all that stuff. Let's dive all in. All right. So the very first thing that I want to recognize each and every one of y'all, right? All 5 of us, 6 of us. Yeah, I can't count anymore. On the call. And here's why. It's December. It's December. There's a lot of distractions. It's also a time where we kind of start shutting down, right? We kind of start shutting down, and I know I recently shared a post on my Facebook saying that I'm in this weird limbo state, right? Where I'm in Austin, but thinking about Houston, running my business full time, and then also transitioning into picking up a full-time position, perhaps, So I personally find myself in this weird limbo state. But each and every one of you here tonight is on this call despite everything that's going on in your life, right? It's 8 p.m. in December. It's cold outside. Well, us Texans, we're freaking chickens for the cold. It's freezing right now for us. I even had my beanie. I was wearing it inside the house and, wearing sweats and everything. But you are here. Okay, you are here, and that says a lot about you. Okay, that says a lot about you. That says a lot about, okay, and this team call did not have a description. It just said team call. You weren't motivated or enticed by savvy marketing skills. Yeah, it's going to be so much fun. You just saw team call, yet you still hopped on, right? Again, it says a lot about you and your commitment to the team. All right, your commitment to the team, because ultimately when you join FitLatinas, you join for the community, you join for the team. And then we often find that when we start building our business, we kind of like, it kind of becomes this almost like solitary business where we start building and focusing on our own, and we start disconnecting from the community aspect. But then we hop on the team call and we realize that, you know, we are a team. We are a team and you are here. And so kudos to you for being on the call tonight. I can tell you personally that I'm not motivated right now. I'm not motivated. I'm not like, hoorah. Not that I ever am really like the cheerleader type, right? But, you know, my energy's low. My energy's low when it comes to business building. And I can't, the phrase that I think best depicts the business is the entrepreneur roller coaster. Okay, the entrepreneur roller coaster where this business has ups and downs. Sometimes you're going to be super motivated. You're going to be gung-ho. I love Beachbody and I bleed Beachbody maroon. And then sometimes you're like, man, does this even matter? Like, is this even important in the grand scheme of everything that's going on in the world? Does this even matter? You know? And you start questioning. You start questioning what this business is, if you really care about this, you know, this business. And then the whatever, maybe you had comments of other people saying that, you know, dissing Beachbody coaches, all of those negative things start to creep into your mind. But guess what? Guess what? That is a reflection of a loss of vision. And what we have to do is to fight to continue keeping our vision and our focus on why we are here. And if there is fear, if there is doubt, if there's a loss of motivation, it's a reflection on the fact that we're putting too much attention on ourselves. At the root and core of Beachbody coaching is others, is helping others. And sometimes we get overwhelmed. We get overwhelmed because we want to grow our business. We get excited. We start telling everybody and, you know, shut the door. No. Kind of, you know, you kind of start feeling like those people that go to your door and talking about, you know, they have their Bible, the Mormons, you know, you're like, man, you know, like this is what it feels like. People start shutting the doors on you and they're like, no, it's too much money. Oh, it's this. I don't have time for that. Whatever it is. And you get discouraged. And then again, you start doubting this business. You start doubting your capability. And again, it's a reflection on the fact that you have taken the attention on helping others and have put it on yourself. That you feel crappy that people are telling you no, that, you know, your business isn't going anywhere, that maybe you're not cut out for this. And all you have to do is ask yourself, who is that one person I can help? Who is the one person I can just start creating a relationship with? Just telling them hi. And then ultimately, it might go somewhere, right? But at the core of this business is relationship building. And what a better time right now during the holidays where a lot of people are feeling lonely, where a lot of people are feeling disconnected. Can you reach out to people and just say, hey, just wanted to check in, see how you're doing. You know, just, hey, how are you doing? And ultimately, that is one of the most powerful business building tools that you can do as a coach. Heck, as a person, you know, as a person, we are meant to socialize. We are meant to build relationships. And ultimately, building relationships with others is what's going to help build your business. Number one is building a relationship with people. One of the most powerful books that I first read one of the things that we do at the core, right, the 3 vital behaviors, now it's 4 vital behaviors of coaching, is 1, we push play every day, right? Well, 1, we invite others to learn about our journey. We invite them to try the products. We invite them to join us to a challenge group, right? We invite them, 1. 2 is we're a product of the product. And then 3 is personal development, right? Where we're constantly fortifying our thoughts, strengthening our thoughts with positive words of encouragement and of growth. One of the most powerful books that I read at the very beginning and that I recommend to each and every one of you is a book by John Maxwell. John Maxwell is such a great author. He's a Christian author, previous pastor, and what he does in his writings is he writes at a 7th grade level. He purposely writes at a 7th grade level. And he talks about the fact that you don't have to overcomplicate your language. The more simple it is, the more you're going to get your point and idea across. And I love that about him. You can go through his books very easily, and it's called The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John Maxwell. Highly recommend the book. Right? It's actually one of the books that I still held on to with all the moves that we've had. We've gone from like a big box of books, of personal development books, to just about 5 or 7. And that's one of the books that I've held on to. Just a great, great book. And one of those 21 laws, he talks about how leaders see others. How leaders see others not for the person that they are, but for the person that they can become. Not for the person that they are, but for the person that they can become. And in tying that in with growing our business and building relationships with people, sometimes we start this business or we start reaching out to others and we kind of start saying, well, yeah, she would be interested, or yeah, she would be a good coach based on who they are right now, right? Oftentimes you might have already received this where they're like, yeah, no, I couldn't be a coach. No one's interested in fitness. Perfect. That's perfect. Ideally, as coaches, and what I mean, some people are fitness professionals, and and that's how they grow their business. They reach out to other fitness professionals. I'm not a fitness professional, and I did not join this business as a fitness professional. I joined this business, right, because I needed to work on me. And so when you are building your business, the best thing that you can do is not look for people that are already going to the gym every single day or that are already eating healthy. Look for the people who have potential, that you see so much in them, but you know that maybe they're being held back because they're not investing in one of those 3 aspects of their beings, right? We invest in our mind, our body, and our soul. And if you see that they could invest in their body a little bit more and in their mind a little bit more, then coaching is perfect for them. A challenge group is perfect for them. And you see them and you say, man, you have so much potential. Let me just help you. Let me just help empower you a little bit more, because it is my duty. I found products and I found an incredible community that is empowering me in my mind and in my body. And I see that you could use some help in finding that empowerment in your mind and in your body. And it's going to be selfish of me to keep it within myself because I'm too scared that you will tell me no. We have to live beyond that and live for others, especially at this time right now. If you find yourself at a funk, if you find yourself at a low motivational point, reach out to somebody who you see has a lot of potential, but is being inhibited. But their potential is being inhibited because of a lack of investment in their mind and in their body. It doesn't mean that they suck as people, right? It doesn't mean that they're maybe miserable right now either. They could be happy, right? But our job as people here, we are put on this earth to learn and to grow, and to help others. And if we are learning and growing, then our duty then is to help others continue to grow and learn even more so, where we are iron sharpening iron. And ultimately, that's what FitLatinas is all about. Women empowering women, right? Women empowering women. And so here's my challenge for you tonight, is to find just one person. It's not 5, right? It's not 5, it's not 3, it's not 10. It's just one person who you can empower, and reach out to them. Reach out to them and just say hi. Start building a relationship with them. Check in. How are they doing? How are you doing? Right? I see that you went to it on a trip recently. I see that your son is doing really well in school. Find out something about them in their profile. Maybe they're not very active, but if they are, check in, see what's going on in their life, and then just start building a relationship with them. Right? That's my challenge for you today. Going back a little bit into, what coaching is, and personally, we all have our stories. We all have our reasons why we said yes to coaching. We all have our reasons why we said yes to a challenge group. And for me, it's always hard to really share why I became a coach, because I simply became a coach to support Ray, right? He was a coach. He saw it as a great business opportunity to help others. And he just asked me to enroll so that I could help him go Emerald, right? That was it. So I say that God just placed this on my lap. He placed it on my lap. And it was then up to me to find out why. It was up to me to find out why. So maybe some of us on the call or in our team were like, well, I didn't really join FitLatinas so that I can build a business. I didn't really join so that I can make money out of this. Okay, but I want you to understand that God placed it in your hands for a specific purpose. And it is up to us to stretch ourselves, to take steps forward so that we can find out why. When I went to college, I thought that I went to college to become a mechanical engineer, right? And I did 2 semesters in mechanical engineering. I'm a firm believer that when you go to college, you really have no idea why you're there. You have no idea why you're there. You're just there because it's the right thing to do. And in us first generations, it is a way out the hood. It is a way to continue propelling our family forward. And that's why we're there. We have no idea what we kind of think we know what we want to do, but we don't really know, right? And then you fail math, or then you fail another class. You're like, well, maybe that's not for me, right? So college is a way you have to continue taking classes and trying different majors so that you can find out what you want to do. Right? And then ultimately you might change your major once or twice or 3 times. You never really, drop out of college. Well, some of us, truly realize that college isn't for us, and we step away from college. However, we would have never known that if we would have never enrolled, right? And took that leap of faith and started taking classes and putting effort and energy into it. The same thing with coaching, right? You are here and you might start picking up goals from other people. Oh, I want to hit Success Club. Or, oh, I really want that Core de Force shirt. Or, I don't know what Emerald is, but I'm going to become Emerald, And you start going for these goals. The only way to truly identify and find out why you're here is by enrolling in classes, right? By attending classes, by studying, by doing those core behaviors that you do as a student. But in coaching, you do the core behaviors. What are they? You invite others to learn about your journey, right? Not posting it so that, oh, maybe I'm going to get somebody, You just use social media as a fitness diary. That's it. That's what you use it as, right? Because someone might become inspired. You never know, right? But it's not to get anybody. It's just to share what you're doing publicly, because our talents are not meant to be hid under a rock, right? They are meant to duplicate by helping others, by sharing it with others, by letting our light shine, right? So 1, invite others to learn what you're doing, right? Just as the core behaviors of a college student are to enroll in a class and Well, we kind of go to class every now and then. We buy the books and those core behaviors as a college student to figure out what you truly want to do in life. That's the same, the core behaviors as a coach are, one, inviting others to learn about that you're actually working out, that you're drinking this shake called Shakeology, right? That you are reading a personal development book. Maybe you share a quote about in the book that you're reading, right? You invite others into your journey. And then 2, you push play every day, you drink Shakeology. You're a product of the product. You just do it, right? You came here, you joined a challenge, or you joined FitLatinas because you wanted to invest in your health. So continuously do that, right? At the core, that's what you do, right? Then 3, personal development. Continuously read something, either download the Audible app and listen to it. Anytime you're doing like the dishes, all the boring stuff, compound effect, right? You actually read the physical book, or download the podcast, whatever it is. Continuously stretch your mind, because ultimately, the world and our life is simply a reflection of our thoughts. That's it. It's kind of like wearing glasses. What you see is simply your perspective of all the things and beliefs that you have picked up over time. And some of those beliefs aren't even yours. For example, case in point, one of the hardest things for me to break through is a poverty mindset, right? My mom was very, very poor. She slept on a dirt floor until she was 18. She didn't have a toothbrush. She didn't have a toilet. She didn't have, she was very, very poor. And a mindset that she picked up from my grandmother, who was very, very poor, was that money is bad. Money is bad and it's greedy and you don't want it. That is a mindset that I have to work really, really hard to break through, to understand that just because I want more money doesn't make me a bad, greedy person. I simply want options and more opportunity, because guess what? Money is right up there with oxygen, right? Is right up there with oxygen. And so reading and diving into personal development helps me break through those mindsets and those belief systems that I have just picked up through life. One way, some consciously, some subconsciously, right? Another example, I also had to break through and break the walls of my heart. Why? Because my father was very physically abusive. I grew up with domestic violence, and I told myself somewhere along the line, I made the promise to myself that no man will ever be in charge of me, right? And so what would I do in a relationship? I became dominant, and I would close my heart. And in order to find love and to create not just strong relationships with my husband, but with women as well, I had to of course, prayer and foremost, Jesus at the center of it all, right? And then alongside with that is stretching my mind and thoughts to new ideas, to allow my mind to heal, to change my glasses and how I see the world. That's what personal development does to you. And these are the core behaviors as a coach. This is the core behaviors as a coach, those 3 things. And then number four, I think number 4 is the new vital behavior that was added, and it's recognition. And that's simply acknowledging each other, right? It can be maybe a new person that you have been working with. For example, Cynthia has been working with her sister, right? She has been working with her sister, and I think that is so awesome. So awesome to begin with your household, to help your mom, to help your sister. I mean, Shell, like your whole family's in it, right? Like your dad is bleeding Shakeology now, right? Like awesome. It's awesome. And so recognizing them and acknowledging their efforts, right? So we do this as part of our vital behaviors as coaches. The more that you do these 4 vital behaviors, y'all, the more that you're going to continue discovering why God placed the coach opportunity in your hands. Here's one way you will not figure that out. By closing yourself up and saying, that's not what I want to do. I don't want to build a business. I don't want to build a massive empire, FitLatinas, and help out 100 women. I'm just here to help myself. I'm not good at that anyways. That's a sure way to not discover. A sure way to discover why you're here is just to start with one person at a time. Of course, doing those 4 vital behaviors that we just outlined, and then just reaching out to one person and helping them see a program from beginning to end, helping introducing them to a personal development book. That's it. And then you recognize their efforts. And then you're like, okay, let me go to the next person. God help me. And God will bring that name to your mind. Let me tell you, you tell them, God, help me see the woman that you want me to help. And then in your sleep or in the morning, maybe you're going to dream of somebody that you went to elementary school with, and you're like, what? How did that person even come to my mind? Well, you prayed, God, show me the person you want me to help. And it might not happen right away. It might happen a year from now or 2 years from now. You don't know. But what you're going to do is you're going to reach out to that person. You're going to say, dude, this is crazy. And I don't know, I have no idea why, but I had a dream about you last night, right? And maybe you remember. I don't remember it anymore, but I just thought it was weird. How are things going? It's been a while. That's it. You initiate the conversation. Where it's going to go, you don't know. But you took the initiative, and you were a great disciple, right? A good in saying, all right, God, you brought this person to my mind. I'm going to reach out. So anytime a name pops into your mind, reach out to that person. Write their name down. Start building a relationship with them. Where it's going to go, we don't know. But it's up to us to continue taking steps forward and taking those steps, doing those 4 things consistently so that we can continue to discover why we are here. And then, of course, joining in every Tuesday at 8 p.m. to hang out with amazing women that we are blessed and honored to be a part of our family. All right? So here's my question for you. Okay, here's my question for you. Here's something that I want you to just kind of tune into for a bit. Why are you here? Why are you here? And just really hone in on that question. It might be multiple things. I want you to write it out. Why am I here? Just write 3 things right now. 3 things. Why are you a coach? Okay, why are you a coach? Or if you're a brand new coach, you can also say, like, why did I join FitLatinas? Either as a challenger or as a coach. Why are you here? Three things. I can share my 3 things right at the end. Would anybody like to share their 3? I do. Is that? Okay, go for it.
I said I knew you were going to ask. So mine just kind of general overall. They're more specific, but to help people was my number 1. Number 2 is to grow, and number 3 is for empowerment.
Love that. Hope you're feeling good, show. You sounded a little constipada. All right, Yvette, I saw your little.
The what?
I was kind of like a bitter. You kind of do.
Oh. No. I did this to number 1, stay accountable. Number 2, to grow into a better person. And number 3 would be to help others along the way.
Okay. Anybody else? Thank you. Maria, I don't know if you can see Shell. Yay! She raised her hand. Okay, go for it.
Mine, I know it's my first reason that I started was because of my children. That's my family, my kids, my husband. My second is still trying to help women like myself that at one point you get to you get to that place where you start believing those lies that you can't do anything as far as trying to get on a journey, getting your health on track, getting your fitness on track. And then my third one would be for and it's going to be I want to be financially stable for my family and for my children, but to be able to be a blessing to others as well. So those are my 3.
I love that. Okay, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
And happy birthday to Miriam.
Oh, she actually went with her sister to go have Starbucks and have some girl time, some talk. So so now that she's driving, she's getting a little bit of spending some quality time with your sister, which I thought that day would never come because they used to argue so much. So it's a blessing to finally see it.
They're empowering each other.
Yeah.
Well, we'll pray for them on the road.
Yes, please.
Okay, so I see that Nancy, she wrote hers out. It says 1, to stay accountable and stay on track, right? 2, to motivate and help others. 3, to be a good example for my girls, to show them you can be a strong Latina. Love that. Yes, little Latinitas. And then 4, because someone told me I couldn't be a stylist, a manager, wife, and mother and take on and being Beachbody coach. Oh, so because someone told me I couldn't, right? And I will, to prove them wrong. I love that. And sometimes we can use a little bit of coraje, to motivate us. I know that coraje motivates the heck out of me. So I can second that. Okay, I don't know if anybody wants to share. You can raise your hand, or you can do what Nancy did and shared it on the side if you'd like to share yours. And I think, all of us were right in line. I mean, my 3 were to empower others, to grow personally, and to prosper, right? And I think, prosper in regards to what Maria said, for financial stability, for her family, and then to bless others. And then again, going back to Nancy's in regards to someone told me that I couldn't, so I'll show them that I would. Ultimately, that's, to prosper and to grow in life. And so I want to thank y'all for sharing. I wanted y'all to see just how, incredible our team is. There have been coaches that join specifically for financial gain. And just as fast as they join this business for financial gain is as fast as they leave. And a track record is a week. Yeah, I want to do this. And they see the opportunity, because let me tell you, the financial opportunity is insane. It's insane. But just as fast as they join, they'll leave. What I love about our team and what I feel so blessed for, right? Yeah, how tied together we are and our reasons. Yeah, that's how, like, God is forming this team and putting this team together with just the core beliefs and values that we have as a team, that we have as women, that we have as wives, that we have as everything. Husband, Ray's on the line. But ultimately, how Ray pitched it to me, what finally convinced me, he's like, what he didn't really convince me, but how he would paint the picture. He said, Like, I see this as a massive opportunity to help others. And it's simply a platform to help others. And it truly is. It truly is. So I want you to stay rooted with why you are here and to reach out to that one person and just see how they're doing. Okay? Ultimately, continue doing those vital behaviors that we do as coaches, inviting others to learn about your journey, pushing play, drinking Shakeology every day, reading personal development or listening to personal development. And then 3, recognizing each other as a team, recognizing the people that you're working with, recognizing yourself. You know, I think a lot of times we downplay, oh, you know, I haven't got any results, but you've been pushing play every day. That's no easy feat. Like, recognize yourself too. You know, recognize, empower yourself. Own it. Own it. All right, FitLatinas, that's what I have for y'all tonight. Thank you so much again. I recognize each of you, Susana, Maria. Susana, I missed you. It's awesome to see you on the call, by the way. Cynthia, Shell, Nancy, Yvette, of course, Mr. Ken too. Thanks for tuning in tonight at 8 p.m. in December, where motivation tends to start dying out. You are here. You're here for a purpose. Let's live it. Let's embrace it. And let's continue taking steps forward to become those people that God wants us to become and to serve Him how He wants us to serve Him. Hoorah! All right, and remember to register for Elster, so that we can get that gift exchange. It'd be awesome for everybody to participate and send a little blessing to each of us so that everybody receives a blessing. And then also, I know some of us might send it to Amazon, but I think it'd be also nice if that added something in regards to sharing words of empowerment and enlightenment. So in your gift, I think that would be a great idea to just add a little bit of encouragement, something that's going to empower them, positive message and inspiration. Sounds good? All right, ladies, I love y'all. Thank you so much. I love each and every one of y'all. You bring contribution to the team. And yeah, let's keep moving forward. Mind, body, and soul. Buenas noches.